as soon as you decide you're over under pass, he's going to pass. Let's see what he's going with. Did you just repeat these things in training so much? Like, were you like a repetition learner, or did you
Was
just
not so
concentrate?
yeah, it was not so much on drilling. I was never like the type of guy who drills a lot. It was more like on training, like for example, I would train against everybody and force my way to get the over under pass. So if they use the butterfly guard, I would go to the over under from the butterfly guard. If they play close guard, I would figure out how to go to the over under pass from the close guard. If they play lasso guard, how can I go to the over under from the lasso guard? So I was always building ways in my mind to get on that specific position for every other position, like so that's kind of like what I did. And again, that happened naturally. Like I'm not pretending here that I'm very smart and that I figure out something. I just noticed that I was doing it, and instead of like giving up and start training a bunch of other techniques, I just kept doing what I was doing, like.
I mean, your over under like series passing, that was amazing. I couldn't understand how you could get into so many positions. You're like, if they do Lasso guard, this is how we pass. If they do spider guard, this is how you get to it. And I was like, this is amazing. It's so analytical, it's methodical, and you can see it step by step. Do you think your sort of interest in engineering and mathematics, was that part of it? Did it give you this kind of analytical mindset, do you think?
I always had some sort of like analytical mindset since I was a very young kid. For example, when I was on school, math was always like my favorite subject. Like I
Oh,
always
not for
liked
me.
to play. Really. And it's funny that many times when I was competing in jiu-jitsu, there are scores, right? Like you score 2 points for sweep, 4 points for if you get the mount, 2 points for takedown, 3 points if you pass the guard. Many times during the match, I was doing some math in my mind. So for example, if I'm winning by 5 points versus two, in my mind, I was like, the only thing that cannot happen here is he taking my back because he would score 4 points. So I would protect everything I could to not let. So I was always like playing numbers in my mind, even when I was competing. Like so. I do have some analytical mindset for sure, but I don't know how much that contributed to to the over under or the half.
Because I do really love that video where I think you're caught in a toe hold and you're looking at the clock and it's like 8 seconds.
Yeah,
I don't.
exactly,
You're just
exactly.
thinking in your
Yeah,
head, I'm not screaming. I'm just letting it. And it's amazing how chill you
that
look.
yeah, that was one of the most important matches I ever had. So was the very finals of the Worlds in 2015, and I was winning by points, by a lot of points. So in my mind, I was like, the only thing that cannot happen here is a submission. And then 8 seconds left, my opponent attacked my foot with a toe hold. So in my mind, I was like, I can resist any pain in the world for 8 seconds. I'm not gonna tap. I'm gonna keep the like that type of like a regular face, like not emotions. Because in jiu-jitsu, if for some reason you scream, that's considered a tap. So I was
Okay.
like, I cannot scream, I cannot tap, and I cannot change my face to make sure that the referee doesn't think that I'm screaming. Like so. It was a fun moment.